2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Atlanta Hawks at State Farm Arena. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, and we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. D.A., it's all yours.
Well, almost all of the Greek Freak's points come in the paint. Giannis said, I can already do a lot of damage, basically without a jump shot. Just driving, making plays, and free throws. When that jump shot comes, it's going to be a problem for a lot of players in this league. Kevin?
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. And getting into the second part of November here, a quick glance at the power rankings. Let's see how everyone started out. You take a look at the Suns. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And when you look at Milwaukee, they're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern early on, trying to find answers to a few questions, but overall playing a solid brand of basketball.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo out there with Aminu. Then it's Ibaka, then it's Holiday, and it's Hill in at the point. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with Williams, and it's the Monster in at the 5. Smitty is a player when it comes to preparing for a long season. Talk about the advantages of the new strength and conditioning programs we read so much about.
You know, for me, Kevin, when I first started out, it was all about just getting stronger, lifting weights. I think right now for these guys, they're doing a great job of adding that and also recovery. What do you do for recovery, being able to play the next game? I would love to see the technology that they have. Wish I could use it, Kevin, because all I did was run and get me a fish fillet, and I was ready to go.
Here's Murray. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. To the middle. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's the Monster. Collins trying to break free. Lays it up and banks it in.
Man, that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here is Holiday. 11 points for him in that last game against the Bulls in Chicago. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From the top of the key, he buries it. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket of the game. Murray kicks to Williams. In the corner, it's Hunter. Pass to the Monster. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here is Holiday. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Antetokounmpo passes to Ibaka. Clock at 4. From about 19 feet. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And here is Murray. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
And the Hawks can't hang on to the ball. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Well, these two teams will see plenty of each other as this is the first of 4 contests between them this year.
They know each other very well, and they'll be getting to know each other a lot better by season's end.
Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Shoots a fader. Middleton can't get it to go.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Williams dishes to Hunter. In the corner, Collins with it. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Here's the monster. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. And here is Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. No good. Collins with some nice D. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Yeah, they look right at home, except they weren't. Great job of blocking out the noise.
Now, how about the strength and focus on that one? It's clear Hunter up to the challenge at finishing on a physical defense.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
You look at the Hawks franchise, moved to Atlanta in 1956. Since then, they've been unable to advance to the NBA Finals.
Now here's Middleton. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. He'll find Giannis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now with Atlanta, I think they wanted a fresh start a couple years ago, Steve, rather than be a middle-of-the-pack team.
Yeah, and a primary way to acquire stars is to reboot, dump salary, and nail your draft picks. Then, once you have the young nucleus in place, you add the veterans.
Free throw good. Giannis. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the last few seasons with Giannis is incredible. I mean, he just keeps adding to an already superstar-level game.
Now here's Williams. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Lakers.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Yes, that goes in.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
And here's Giannis from outside. And the 3 ball is good. Antetokounmpo's got 9. And you know, Greg, this last season, Giannis improving on his rebounding and his passing.
Career highs for him in both of those areas. If he ever adds a deep shot, I'm not sure how you guard him at that point.
Now here is Hill, following the miss by Lou Williams. Giannis left side. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
And one thing that held the Hawks back last year, all the mistakes.
Yes, last in the league in turnovers, second to last in personal fouls. They were one of the youngest teams last season, and it showed. But you have to have more discipline to win games, which is why they only won 29.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The quickness of Hill changing ends in the blink of an eye.
The Hawks trail by 5. Williams scanning the floor. The monster passes to Williams. Lopez with the block. Giannis kicks to Hill. Takes the three. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Middleton. Here's Lopez. And the rejection by Collins.
Excellent feel and timing. Collins does a good job of protecting the rim.
5 on the clock. The shot by Holiday, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Hunter. Looking to end the run. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
The free throw drops for Hunter. And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Inside. It's not going to go for him. Collins with some nice D. Murray the pass to the monster. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. You have to like what we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
For the Hawks, Clint Capella comes in for the Monster, and it's Bogdanovich in for Lou Williams. Hunter dishes to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Now here's Murray. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. But they get it back. Capella kicks to Collins. Bogdanovich with it. 6 on the shot clock. Connects from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Giannis. 32 points for him last game against Chicago.
Yeah, and I look at his total effect on the scoring, both as a passer and a shooter. Incredibly productive.
Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 3. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
Holiday, the pass to Hill. Lopez outside. Beyond the arc. Good. The assist goes to Hill. And the Bucks lead by 3.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Passes to Hunter. And it's Hunter with the jam.
And what I admire about Hunter is that opportunistic attitude. This kid just makes things happen.
Holiday against Murray. For 3, Middleton. The shot, no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Out to the right wing. Here's Hunter. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Now here's Lopez. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Murray surveying the D. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Lopez with the steal. Middleton with it. Guarded by Hunter. Outside Holiday. Hill dishes to Antetokounmpo. Shot from free throw range. And the jumper falls for him. Giannis has got 16.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside Collins. The pass to Bogdanovich. Hill against Murray. And the shot goes in.
Given Murray's slight frame, you'd think physical defense would bother him more. It doesn't.
Now Giannis. 16 points for him. Lopez outside. From deep three-point range. The shot misses. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Bogdanovich, so they take the lead. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the night.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
When Holiday's feeling good, he causes plenty of these, able to power through contact and finish. One of the better defenders in the league, Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
So for the Hawks, Alex Len's checked in for John Collins. And it's Knox in for Hunter. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee.
One shot.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for Lopez. Aminu comes in for Antetokounmpo. Wesley Matthews checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Hill. And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on. He comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
Now here's Murray. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Here's Holiday. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Capella sends it back. They retain possession. Here's Connaughton. And the Bucks miss again. The Hawks shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got his third basket of the night.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Holiday against Murray. And Holiday kicks to Connaughton. Off target with his three.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
That's his second personal foul.
Elbow. 2.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Thunder sticks.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
An all-star, a leader, Drew Holiday can be counted on night in and night out to make a difference.
All free throws good from Drew Holiday. Here's Bogdanovic. Launches a three. Drills it from outside. Bogdanovic has got 10 points in the game. Back to the action after this word. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years in a welfare orphanage in Switzerland. He said he never imagined he'd come this far.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far. I would say that's even past my dreams. I mean, now I'm just living the moment, trying to work hard as I can, and just enjoy the present. Enjoy the present.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you, stats-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Atlanta, Clint Capella is out there with Knox. Then there's Bogdanovic. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Korver in at the 2 spot. Bogdanovic, no luck.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Holiday, the pass to Ibaka. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Len. Pass to Aminu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Capella. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is the reigning MVP. He's the second Bucks player to win it since Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he's the 3rd youngest MVP in league history. Kevin, he's just scratching the surface of what he'll do in this league.
You said it, D.A., and some good facts in your report, too. Thank you. The Hawks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. And the Hawks making a change here. Williams has checked in. And the free throw, no good. Well, we see a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
And the Hawks with possession here. After the miss from Serge Ibaka, Williams gets the bucket.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Pass to Connaughton. Back to Holiday. Glenn with the block. Here's Korver. And it falls over the rim and in. And now a 9-point Hawks lead.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
A chance to take a look at some numbers for Williams.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Now, here is Ibaka. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago. To the inside, Len, and the dunk by Len.
Great pass by Lou. He's such a good scorer. That allows him to draw the defensive attention away from his teammates.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Bulls in Chicago. There's the three. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Holiday. And Capella sends it back, and he gets it back. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Holiday. The Hawks have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Passes it to Capella. Here's Williams. There's the triple. No good that time. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Connaughton. There's the pass to Ibaka. The Bucks working the ball around. Korver with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
It's stolen by Aminu. Holiday finds Aminu. Here's Matthews. It's deflected. Korver against Holiday. On the wing, Korver. Outside Williams from past the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Matthews passes to Holiday. A 3-ball. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Matthews no good. The Hawks leading by 9. Outside Williams. Double team on Williams. Tipped away. Pass to Connaughton. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Williams dishes to Capella. Back to Williams. Through traffic and lays it in. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Using the big to create space, something Lou does exceptionally well.
And Holiday kicks to Aminu. Here's Connaughton. That's a 2 from Matthews. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made. Atlanta's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
On the clock. Puts it up from 15. Knox misses. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Connaughton. 9-point game his last outing. Holiday finds Aminu. Ibaka down low. Guarded by Len. Shots good by Ibaka.
Excellent timing on the offensive glass, and Ibaka takes advantage of the second chance opportunity.
Williams passes to Len. Korver dishes to Williams. Count the basket. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Pass to Connaughton. It's stolen by Korver. Fast break. Here we go. Williams' shot is off.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
Ibaka, no luck.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Here's Holiday after Clint Capella's bucket. Holiday and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Atlanta Hawks.
You know Drew Holiday will shift his pace ever so slightly, just enough to get you to overcommit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, when the game is decided and the clock is running out, the winning team shouldn't try to score. But we're seeing more of that these days. I'm not sure why. Kind of an unwritten rule. What do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, Kevin, it used to be. And I watch a lot of these players come in. The game is decided. You know, they're up 10 or down 10, and they're still out here dunking, shooting. Back in my day, Kevin, you get that little ugly look from the team. And then the next game, you usually come up with a hard foul against you just to send a message.
Now here's Williams. He's got 6. Collins finds Murray. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 9.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
What's up?
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Hawks. Free throw good. Giannis.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Now here's Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. Here's the mark. Oh, that was something else.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Fades and shoots. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket for Middleton.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
It's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Portis finds Holiday. Back to Portis. Over Collins. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Bobby Portis has the ability now to hit shots on all three levels.
Lopez with the steal. And here we go. Giannis heading to the hoop.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
And here's Bogdanovich. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Lakers. No good with the triple. Bucks trail by 4. Now here's Middleton. Here's Portis. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
The monster passes to Murray. Pass to the monster. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. There's 1:47 left in the first half. That 3 off the mark.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 4. Right side Holiday. And Middleton kicks to Giannis. Back to Middleton. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Bucks making a change here. Hill's checked in.
George Hill.
The Hawks leading by 4. And there's the pass to Bogdanovich. And here is Hunter. Defended by Middleton. Stolen by Middleton. Now the Bucks moving it up. Giannis is running. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's good. Hit.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game.
Under sticks.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And it's in there.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
Bucks trail by 4. Middleton looking it over. Giannis right side. And Lopez has it in the corner. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 6 points for Brook Lopez.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Count it. The Monsters got 14 points. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Middleton with it. 32 points for him last game against Chicago. Two on the clock. And another basket for Milwaukee.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Bucks ahead. They're up by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. Okay. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, they've been rewarded for dumping the ball inside, keeping the defense honest. You have to mix it up. A little bit outside, a little bit inside. Now that separates teams.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball. Way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. On the court for the Bucks, we've got Ibaka, Holiday out there with George Hill. Then there's Al-Farouq Aminu, and it's Antetokounmpo in at the small forward position. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Over Murray. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Here's Williams. Now Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Murray's got 8 points.
I like this for Murray. This is what the team needs from him. He's a catalyst.
Outside Holiday. Rebounded by the Hawks. The Monsters got 7 rebounds in the game. Murray dishes to Hunter. Here's the Monster, defended by Ibaka. Count that one. 16 points for the Monster.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses, understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
And the foul on the Monster. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Now here's Young. Tight defense on him. Here's Aminu.
Great stop by John, reading the situation and right on top of that shot.
Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Williams inside the line. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Goes up on the high post. That shot off. And Atlanta will come the other way.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Here's Murray. And the shot goes down. Murray's got 4 points in the quarter.
I just love this kid's fearlessness. Goes right at him. Draws contact. It doesn't matter to him.
Now, here is Ibaka. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And Murray, here we go. Second chance shot, Collins, good.
He's a terror on the offensive glass. You don't have to run plays for Collins for him to score.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And stolen by Murray. Here's Hunter, and it's Hunter with the jam.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Timeout called, the Bucks. Being for players, success brings so many opportunities, but sometimes the glitz and the glamour and the lifestyle get in the way of success on the basketball court.
You know it does, Kevin. A lot of these guys have a lot of things going off the court, and you want to encourage that. It's just when anything off the court starts to affect on the court, then it becomes a problem. Some guys can handle it from the beginning. Others need to mature before they can find that balance.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for John Collins. Milwaukee also making some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Ibaka. Chris Middleton comes in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Matthews in for Drew Holiday. Antetokounmpo. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter. Hill against Murray. Pass to the monster. And that one is stuffed right through.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Lopez passes to Matthews. And stolen by Murray. Drops in the breakaway layup. Murray's got 12 in the game.
This is what Murray gives you. Length and speed at both ends. That's a terrific play.
Outside Matthews. Fires for three. That one no good. So the Hawks will take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Now here's Giannis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Clint Capella. For Milwaukee, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
At the line for two.
And the first one at the line is good. Knox, he's checked in for the Hawks. Korver comes in for Williams. And both free throws good for Giannis. So it's Atlanta now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Wiry, strong. If you're going to get physical with Murray, you better go the rest of the way to prevent the and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
One shot.
Free throw good, Murray.
I can't wait to see Murray reach his full potential. Reason why? Because he has a lot of it.
Giannis inside. Capella's there.
He is a scoring machine right now, but he needs more support from his teammates if they want to win this one.
Korver with it. Matthews covering. There's the lob to the hoop. Matthews with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo, eating the break.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Here's Knox. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Well, you knew it was going to take some time for Kevin Knox, but Greg, at the end of last season, he began to show flashes of what he could do.
You could almost see the game starting to slow down for him about halfway through the season. Consistency is something all rookies struggle with, but it hit Knox especially hard. Fortunately, that is something that passes with time.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. So it's the Bucks now. Middleton the pass to Hill. Kicks to Matthews. Here's Hill. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Middleton outside. 5 to shoot. Here's Lopez, and another basket for Milwaukee.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
Now here's Murray. 17 points in the game. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Clint Capella.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Atlanta making some changes. Alex Len comes in for the Monster. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kyle Korver. Free throw no good for Giannis.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Murray dishes to Capella. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Middleton. And here they come. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, wow!
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Now here's Murray, and Hill over to help. Here's Knox, clock at 6, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Chris Middleton. The Hawks have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
Hill against Murray. Down low, here's Matthews. Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Hawks second.
So patient on the offensive end. I mean, they're not going to force shots, and it's that selectiveness that's yielded such an impressive field goal percentage.
Number 6.
Free throw, good. Matthews. Both free throws good from Matthews. And Murray's got the ball here for Atlanta. They've led by as many as 14 points. Bogdanovich against Matthews. And it's Len. That time on the assist from Bogdanovich. And the Hawks lead by 7. The Bucks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Middleton on the wing. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Hill. That one's not going to go. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backcourt.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Here's Middleton after the basket by Atlanta. This one for 3. Drops in the tray. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Pass to Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Matthews. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Hunter's checked in for Atlanta.
Under 6.
Matthews, no good on that one. Atlanta leading by 4. And it's Hunter with the jam.
So versatile offensively. When Hunter gets in a rhythm, he's capable of carving up a defense.
Hill looking around. Passes it to Portis. On the wing, Hill. He's covered by Murray. Hill passes to Portis. Shoots over Capella. Len grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And that one's good. Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
Here's Hill. After the basket by DeAndre Hunter. Portis finds Hill. From the corner. Jump shot is good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Now, here's Capella. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. He dishes it to Murray. Fires from deep. That shot missing.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Fade away. Middleton can't get it to go. Atlanta leading by 6. A minute 50 left in the third quarter. In the corner, Murray with it. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Middleton for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And DeJounte is not holding back tonight. He is calling his own number.
Bucks trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Middleton kicks to Lopez. Hill against Murray. And here's Matthews for the three. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hunter. Lopez with the block. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Capella. And it's Williams in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Lopez. Aminu comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Holiday in for Hill. Now, here's Collins. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
I like this choice by Lou. They tried to take it to the rack, but sees he has the easy floater over the top.
Here's Holiday, following the score by Lou Williams. Count that one. Portis has got 6.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Murray outside. 3-pointer. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one is on Holiday. The Hawks have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
Three shots.
And that one falls for Williams.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. Releases. Can't nail the jumper. He could go. He's off on that one. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Hawks lead by 11. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with Williams, and it's the monster in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
The pass to Portis. And the rejection by Collins. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Bucks ball.
Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with the Bucks, That's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Portis, and George Hill's subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Pass to Williams. Here's the monster, defended by Ibaka. It's Williams with the drive, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Ibaka. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. They've led by as many as 14 points. It's stolen by Hill. Fast break, Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo running, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
George Hill's not a gambler, but with his length and quickness, he gets his share of steals.
And here is Williams. Wide open. Bullseye. And the Hawks lead by...
And you can tell the defender not anticipating the step back. He was headed in the opposite direction.
Now here is Hill. Ibaka dishes to Hill. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 6 to shoot, and the foul on the monster. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul.
Here is Ibaka. Passes it to Aminu. Over Collins. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
Nice pass. Not really known as a natural facilitator, but Ibaka has the experience at this point to execute these plays.
Now, here's Collins. He kicks to Williams. From the stripe. The second chance effort. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
For 3, Hill. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Atlanta leading by 3. Here's Murray, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And they have gotten themselves back into this game just in the nick of time. If that run had come any later, it would have been Katie bar the door.
They've done a great job, but they're not done yet.
So it's the Hawks now, after the basket by Milwaukee. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's Hunter. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Williams, and hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
And while they still have the lead, boy, was that important to keep it from shrinking.
It's Hill on the wing to tie it up. Hits it from 3-point range. Hill's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Here's the monster. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Rob. Williams with the ball. Shoots. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
What I love about John Collins, he plays with great determination. trying to impose his will.
Hill passes to Ibaka. On the wing, Holiday. He's covered by Murray. Williams with the steal. Here's the teardrop, and the layup is up and in. And now a 4-point Atlanta lead.
Good interior defense, but Lou Williams not to be intimidated, not to be denied.
And the pass to Hill. Back to Holiday. Ibaka outside. Pass to Holiday. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Aminu, and he converts the layup. Aminu's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you can just see by the way he fought for the putback that he's still got a lot of gas in the tank.
Flat out effort play right there. The kind that can be the difference between a win and a loss.
Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down. Back to Giannis. Kicks it to Hill. Over Williams. It's good. And the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Hill.
Hill, a solid shooter from mid-range. Sometimes that's a shot you have to take.
Outside Williams. "13 feet away." And again, it's Atlanta.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
Present our Jordan Player of the Game, the Monster.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. For 3, Middleton. Milwaukee the rebound. Count it. Antetokounmpo's got 45 points.
It's just what the doctor ordered here. Boy, have they needed him here in the fourth.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Okay, Atlanta, let's keep it going to your very own Atlanta Hawks cheerleaders.
Now, here's Hunter. Defended by Middleton. Williams passes to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. That one misses. Good D by Lopez. Second shot opportunity. That one wide left.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Now Murray. After the miss, 3 from Lopez. Murray with it. He's picked up by Hill. And Murray. Here we go. In the corner, it's Hunter. Hands it from downtown. Hunter's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's enough to where you have to respect him. Had 1 triple in the first half, now has his second.
Pass to Middleton. It's back to Hill. Lopez inside. Got a piece of it. Murray outside. Over in the corner, Williams. On the money from 12 feet away. Now it's a 7-point Hawks lead.
Well, he can hit the 3. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
And it goes down 2 points. 47 points for Giannis.
Trying to slice into this deficit every time up the floor. Terrific quarter for him.
Murray, good.
Finding a soft spot in the belly of that defense. Murray taking full advantage.
The kick out to Hill. Launches it. Collins grabs the miss. And Collins has got the ball here for the Atlanta Hawks. Ball's knocked loose. In the corner, Murray with it. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Williams against Antetokounmpo for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Smooth shooting motion from distance. Williams making it look easy.
Bucks trail by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Middleton. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists in the game. Murray, the pass to the monster. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. To the paint. There's 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Passes it to the monster. From 10 feet out, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Another shot. Shot by Collins, no good.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Williams with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And it's Hunter with the jam.
Lightning speed. Lou picks the ball clean. Gets it up ahead. And that's a nice play.
Bucks trail by 10. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got 49 points in the game.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Murray against Hill. And it's Murray penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Hawks lead by 10.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Hawks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for the Monster.
Boy, such a big factor in the game tonight. His intensity on the boards. Even when guys put a body on him, he somehow still beats them to the ball.
Murray outside. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.